FPL lovers, welcome back to FPL Focus. It is Friday night, it's the deadline, and my thing's going like this because I'm not quite sure what to do. I have made my mind up several times already today, and things just keep on changing. I don't know about you, but we've got an hour or so let's have a chill. Like I say, Friday night now, got me a beer. Let's go, shall we? Right then, Friday night starts here. We've got Premier League football. Great news for everybody. Let's get on with it. Let's see where I'm up to with my team. I'll put the, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put the chat thing on so we can see that, shall we? Let's move me up here a little bit. And the chat thing down there. There we go. I'm ready. Oh, I bet you are, Big Nose. How you doing, mate? Top of the league? You are top of the league. Oh, look, listen, I think I'm a tiny bit high. I'm just going to move down in my chair slightly. There we go. How's that? I don't want to be popping my head out the thing. Right, mate. Well, I'm glad you're ready because I'm not. Have you made your transfers? Let me know what you've done if you have. For those of you who are not part of the channel or have not been here before, Big Nose Monkey is top of the Who Really Lovesit League. He loves it more than most, and so he's proving anyway. However, this is me. This is my team as it lines up. Let's make that a tiny bit bigger. I don't like that view when I'm sharing it with you guys. There we go. So that's my team. It's not looking too healthy, is it? I've got two defenders at the back that may or may not start, although, correct me if I'm wrong, I do think Chilwell has a better chance of a start now that Reece James is out injured. Simply because he is a more attacking player. You haven't made your transfers yet? No, great, mate. That's good to know, that's good to know. We've got a bit of time, haven't we? Honestly, I'll show you what I've been doing today in a bit. I don't know if you've seen my watch list video, which I put out last night. But I've got loads of players that I've got my eyes on. Hi Elvis, how you doing? Hi, good to see you, mate. We're ready. It's Friday. Gonna turn the music up a little bit in here. Let me know if it feeds back. I don't think it does. It doesn't usually. Yeah, no, my music, by the way, just in case you didn't know, created this tune myself with the help of an app, of course. But you know, that's what it's all about. So yeah, let's have a look at my team then. So, like in my video, I said I was going to try and get away with this team if I could. As you can see, my bench is just completely dead. There's nothing to sort of like even debate there whatsoever. But yeah, I'm not confident in Nico Williams starting. I'm not confident in Chilwell starting, although I think he is more likely. So in that case, I do need to bring another defender in, I do believe. And I've got some money tied up in Reece James. I've got no one coming in off the bench. Mitrovic is a doubt as well. Looks like he may well make the bench by the looks of it. That's an interpretation. He's just about got back on the grass with the other players, so bit of a risk there. And I can't be losing any more ground. You're going to replace James with Dyer or any Brighton defender, mate. I've been through all. I've looked at it. We'll have a look at it in a minute. In fact, let's go and have a look at defenders right now. Let's go and have a look at defenders. So, in case you didn't see the what's it called? In case you didn't see the watch list, let me show you which defenders I've got sort of lined up. Or sort of like eyeing up, should we say, more so. just minimise that slightly. You can tell. There we go. So look at this. All looking professional. Hey, check me out, boys. Girls. Connor Cody, a consideration. Everton haven't got bad fixtures between now and game week 16. This is what I'm looking at. But not this week. That's the thing. This is the watch list, like I say. So players that I've got my eye on are sort of on here as well. And Cresswell is the player I think I'm going to go for. I understand what you're saying about Dyer because they've got Everton and possibly Everton scoring away from home. Might be a bit tricky. It's not been, what we've been great at, to be honest with you. Although Big Dom is back. How much he plays, second half maybe. I think they're going to ease him back would be my gut instinct, to be honest with you. But it's Cresswell for me. That's where I'm sort of landing at the moment, based on these players. I looked at the Brighton, and it's like 2 good fixtures. Yeah, and Perisic and Dyer, it was like, one or the other, but then Perisic struggling for minutes, but possibly Richarlison might have taken a knock, so he could play left attacking midfield. Couple of options he might get there, but he's not been delivering at the same time as well. 12 points, and this is the last 6 game weeks, guys, these defenders. And nothing at Brighton excites me. Dunk, I can't, doesn't really excite me. Webster doesn't really excite me. Possibly, maybe that's just me being a bit, I don't know, not naive or dismissive, am I? Cresswell, expected assist. I think he's 3rd best for expected assist in the last 3 games. I got this expected. And I think the other thing I really like at Cresswell is just the simple fact that he's not got an assist, but he's got an expected assist of 0.62. So I reckon at some point he's got one coming. They've got good attacking returns. Well, I've already got Trippier, Elvis, and Perisic. I'm just worried about his minutes. I mean, he's played in every game, but Sessegnon seems to be doing pretty well. Well, let's go and have a look and see. Spurs defenders now. Give me a second. Alright. I have been on this website today, everybody. This is FPL Factory. Brand new discovery of mine. And I really like this website. I asked if he minded if I used it in a video. Said I didn't whatsoever. So happy days. And what was I looking at? Was it comparison? No, was it player stats? No. Team analysis. Right, I was looking at team analysis. So if we were looking at Spurs, that's what we were talking about. Then we can select an attribute, so we can look at. Let me make it a bit bigger because I'm struggling to see that. You probably are too. Right. We can select some attributes. So we're looking at, say for example, expected assist. This is what we're looking for. A little bit from our defenders. Could add a couple more. Game started. And we can look to see if we can sort of build. I'm going to make it a bit smaller than that actually, because I can get a few of these in, and we can see names. See the different attributes there, so we can start to see which ones are coming towards the top of this list. If we were just to go defensive, I mean, in terms of points, Dyer is up there. Perisic on 29. This is the season so far. But I quite like this. This was quite cool. Crosses. Perisic. It's got the most crosses. Highest on expected assists. Even higher than Son and Kane. Perisic, but played less minutes. So I'm with you. He is a good good for an attacking return. And to be honest, Everton's right back currently, Seamus Coleman, is playing, and I love him with the bones of my body because he's Everton through and through. But he's in the twilight of his career, and you could see it a little bit in the last game. You could see why Nathan Patterson's starting this season, and you know, that's no slight to Seamus Coleman. He'll give his all for us, but it may just not be enough. Not against somebody attacking like this, anyway. I don't know what you think. What do you think? Perisic, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout, Elvis. What are you saying, Big Nose? Monkey? Mr. Monkey Man? Let's put some other stats in there. What else is good? What else are we looking for in our defenders? ICT index. Kane, Son, Højbjerg, Kulusevski, then Perisic. Dyer is just behind. Touches in the penalty area. Always a good one. I love this site. This site is free, by the way. FPLfactory.com. So, unsurprisingly, Kane has got the most touches in the penalty box. Followed by Son, then Kulusevski, Richarlison. And then it's Perisic as the defender. Emerson Royale as well. Sessegnon. Maybe these guys are options. But Dyer, not as many. So, I think his danger is coming from... I've just read your message there, Big Nose Monkey. Yeah, it's a bit risky. What's that, Perisic? No, me neither. But look, he seems to be doing his bits. Let's compare him. See, Dyer 0.5. Getting the points though. What about expected goals? Can we have another one of those boxes? Expected goals. Kane, Son, Richarlison, Kulusevski, Sessegnon, Dyer. Perisic's not looking like scoring, but talking about Doherty though, wasn't he as well? Conte, I think. Oh, it's a difficult one. It's the most difficult defender choice I think we've had to make, as far back as I can remember. So who's people's? Put one name, one defender. No price involved. No price involved whatsoever. One defender. Stick your nose on the line right now, or your head on the block, or whatever the phrase is. Yeah, but it can't be one of them, because I've got them. Can't be Trippier, Chilwell or Nico Williams. One defender. I have some of my beer. Now, while we're thinking of defenders and we're talking about it, please note the plan is to bring in Cancelo back in game week 13. Yeah, well, Cancelo, mate, that's exactly what I'm saying. Game week 30, that is the plan. Kevin De Bruyne will be going next week in the blank game week for, at this moment in time, is a toss-up between Bowen, De Bruyne, Anthony and Mason Mount. At this moment in time. Well, that could all change. I do have an option to take a hit this week as well, because Reece James obviously does free me up some funds. Let's go to the transfer page. What time are we on? 5:30. We'll get to 6 o'clock. We'll have a quick look at the press conference summaries. Boom, 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 boom. So obviously James is going. I do. Let's go on Fantasy Football Hub. Defenders. Let's look at the last 3 game weeks. Right. Let's go 4. Right. In terms of points, let's have a look at some of the creativity. So Cancelo's been getting the points. We're like, Young. Are we overlooking Ashley Young just because he's old and he's just come back and he's doing it? He's played 3. Is it 3 in a row he's played? So he's played 90 minutes in every single game. He's had 4 shots, 1 shot on target. Expected goal involvement 1.2. 7 key passes, 2 big chances created. We're smashing it. Maybe Ashley Young's the one. Maybe he's peaked already. What do you reckon? Ashley Young? It's not been on my radar, I've got to admit. But in terms of expected assists, so we're looking for a player that might be playing well. This is my sort of theory. But maybe I'm just making it fit. Tell me if I'm making it fit. Looking for a player that might be playing well, but hasn't quite got the returns that the plays deserved. And when we look at expected assists, see, 3rd, Cresswell. 0.6, but no assists. Feels like he's missing one. Like Dyer's missing one as well, as you talk about. As Pilaqueta, he could be, coming in for Chelsea now. He could be getting one of these. He's in the same company up here. Do you know what I mean? I just think he's basically slightly underperforming his stats, and these things tend to sort of come round, and West Ham are looking really good. You think it's a decent choice? Okay, mate. Nice one. Been asking on Twitter all day. I don't think I've had one reply. Yeah, man. Well, I don't think he's that much cop for expected goals. Now, look at that top of the tree, Connor Cody. But then he did get that lovely opportunity and buried it as well. Proper striker's finish. Looks quite hungry for goals. That's why he's on my list, to be honest. But I am looking to steer away from Everton players completely, just for my own sanity more than anything. And I might even do well if I can take the bias out of my game. I might even do a little bit better. That's what I'm hoping. So, Cresswell, I think I'm there. I mean, I think I need to be convinced otherwise for Cresswell. So let's put him in at the minute. Let's not transfer him, but let's go get him. He got 135 points a couple of seasons ago. 11 assists in one season. He's got it in his locker. He's got a little bit of pedigree. He's going to be essentially my 4th defender moving forward anyway, because I'm going to have Chilwell, Cancelo and Trippier anyway. So this is going to be like my 4th defender, my deluxe Nico Williams, if you like. So, but get me through the next couple of weeks. So, fixtures, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. Like I say, he's my 4th defender, and he's been getting the 90 minutes. I'm assuming he got an injury here. I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. But he's had a couple of returns. Southampton away, good fixture. 2 o'clock, not usually high-scoring games. West Ham on the back of a good victory the other night. David Moyes talking about how he thinks they're gaining some momentum. Yeah, doing good. You thought about transferring Young in when you had your wild card? Bet you wish you had now, mate. He's absolutely smashed it, hasn't he? Absolutely smashed it. But is that a case of that boat has sailed? This one, to fit me, feels like I could be catching it just before it does. Could fall flat on my face, but then all my defenders have fallen flat on my face this season anyway. And I just feel that I think I'm going for that. And then I should leave 1.4 in the bank? Should I? Or should I look to bring somebody else in? Because, do you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to... No, I'll wait. There's no point rushing. I just wanted to see what it looked like when, excuse my vape, I've given up smoking. But this is a good thing. Smoking's bad for you. I could. Now, Mitrovic, obviously, or Gordon are the other players, and Patterson that I could go and improve. But with me bringing Cancelo back in, I do believe I'll be bringing him in game week 13. And I'll either be bringing him in for Patterson or Nico Williams. Thing is, these players can both play next game week, whereas this one can't. But Jesus Christ, it's been hard enough choosing one defender this week. Do you know what I mean? It really has. It really has. And there's every chance that Nico Williams isn't going to play this game week either. But I'm not taking a hit for a budget defender that I don't want. But I do need to bring one in. It's whether I take a hit. I'm just going to make this transfer because I've thought about it long and hard. I'm going to do it. Confirm transfer. Done. Doherty or Webster. Right, so I've done my defender transfer. Let me just go and put my team in. I will have a look at that for you now, Matzler. No problem whatsoever. My first initial reaction would be Webster is the safe short bet. Doherty has the highest ceiling. Not guaranteed to start though in Spurs defence, as we've just been looking at. But has the highest ceiling. Conte speaks nicely about him. Really tough on the old defender front. You joining the conversation? You know, we've been trying to figure this one out. And I'm just about to bring him off my bench. I've just bought Aaron Cresswell. And now I feel a little bit better about my team. I might as well leave Mitrovic on, I think. Simply because if he does come on for a few, even like 20 minutes towards the end, half an hour, he's going to, you know, he'll get his 1 point. It's probably the same as what Nico Williams is going to get. He could score more than Nico Williams anyway. So I think Mitrovic is there to start, but I then obviously do have the option. I've got... Let's have a look. Should I be attacking? Should I be... Because here's another option. Like I say, my head's gone round and round all day with this. So I've got two options here. Let me show you. Let's go to the transfers bit. So we can reinvest some money into midfield. Bear in mind, we're looking at game week 12, and neither of these midfield players, Gordon or Mitrovic, sort of, they're both available next week, I would imagine, if Mitrovic is fit. So that means probably I should keep Gordon if I'm going to take a hit this week, because then that guarantees me, unless of injury, of course, 2 players for game week 12. But the problem is, now see, if I remove Gordon, the player I'm thinking of bringing in, because I've got £6.9 million here, is, go on, you've guessed it, this man, Leandro Trossard. A bit worried about, he's had some big hauls recently, his hat-trick, and there may not be many left in the bank, But still, as we saw on the slide earlier, his attacking returns are looking really good. Not just his returns, his goal involvement all round. So that's one option. That's a -4 to do that though. But then that gives me a starting 11. Mitrovic as my first sub. Nico Williams as my second. Obviously, if Chilwell doesn't play, and I fully expect Cresswell and Trippier to play, if Chilwell doesn't play, then Nico Williams will be coming in off the bench anyway. But Trossard, that gives me 90 minutes up against Brentford away and then Nottingham Forest at home. More options again in game week 13. Although I'd still be keeping it because I'd be bringing Cancelo back. Nice one for joining the league, Matzla. Great to have you on board, mate. Wondering if you'll be top, eh, Big Nose Monkey? He's coming for you, mate. He's coming. Ha ha. So that's one option for a hit. Gordon to Trossard gives me a starting 11 this week, but a possible not one player down next game week. If only we knew what's going on with Mitrovic a little bit more. Anybody got any more information on Mitrovic? Obviously, I'm here. Anybody got any more information on Mitrovic? Because let's just put that back to Gordon. The other player I have been watching, and then I've been watching Liverpool, and I've been talking about it on the watchlist stream. If you saw, I had 2 Liverpool players there. Darwin Núñez, who I have had in my team just before he got removed from the team. He might play, might not. You've seen the press conference. Nice one, Ahmed. I know, mate. It doesn't make it any easier here, does it? And game week 12, we need to be... I feel like I need to be as sure as possible. Possibly. Does that make sense, yeah? So, the budget allows me, basically, to bring in Firmino, which would then give me a starting 11 this week. And yes, Firmino is playing against City, but they have been conceding some goals late on in some games. Conceded 3 against Newcastle, 2 against Palace, 1 against Villa, 3 against United. So that defence isn't solid. So, there's every opportunity for a player of Bobby Firmino's sort of like recent history. Look at this, 6, 12, 9, 22. So 2 goals, 1 goal, 2 goals, another goal. He's had 6 goals, 3 assists. Yes, okay. Bournemouth, let's look at the last 4 games. He still had 4 goals in those 4 games, a goal involvement in every single game, and he looks sharp. He looks like the player that could basically, for me, dig Liverpool out of this hole. And then Mo Salah scores a hat-trick in record time in Champions League football. To throw a right spanner in the works to the 4-4-2 formation, which Klopp now seems to be settling on, in which 2 strikers he's going to be playing. Is he going to be playing Darwin? Is he going to be playing Núñez? Is he going to be playing Salah? Which 3 of those 2 start the game against City? What do you think? Who starts up front for Liverpool against City? Does Salah start back out on the right wing? Because I tell you what, he doesn't look happy. Doesn't look happy. He left with the hat-trick ball. Didn't even go to thank the fans. Sulky Liverpool fans calling him out. So I don't know who starts. Let me just share with you the stats I had for my players from the watch list video. Let's just swap those screens over. So yeah, these are me defenders I was looking at. Some of their stats if you've just joined. Yeah, quick look at that. I'll move on because we're talking about midfielders and strikers. As you can see, Trossard's one of the ones I'm considering. In his 5 appearances, he's had 10 shots on target, 6 of them. He's had 4 goals, slightly outperformed his stats. And it's sort of Bowen and Mount I'm sort of wanting, I'm thinking, but I'm quite happy with all of them players, really. Son's a serious punt this week as well. Almiron, I've been really looking at him, 5.2 midfielder. Thing is, I've got Trippier in defence, and I've currently got Pope as well in the background, and I just don't want to triple up on Newcastle either, but maybe that is an option. Although they're up against United, and I really want my transfers to have an instant impact this week. I've had some really poor transfer business recently, so I can't be hanging around. It's got to be a good fixture this week. Thoughts on Sterling? Initially, Alex, my first thought is he's quite expensive. That's my first thought, and hence why I've got Mount, as you've just seen. Let me just go back on my screen here. This is why I've got Mount as somebody that I'm watching a lot cheaper. Seems to be playing. Yes, it's a fluid system that keeps changing, but for me, the main sort of system they seem to be playing is with a striker, Sterling from the left, Mount from the right, and it's been Colin Gallagher from the right as well. Half each the other night, which is the frustrating thing. Sterling's definitely, I think, possibly more nailed, Alex. Don't forget to join the league, by the way. I'll have a look at this in between this. Your captain Haaland, by the way, Michael, not a problem with that question. And I will compare those two players in a second. Let me just show you the strikers. So, Bobby Firmino, Kane and Wilson are the 4 strikers I've been keeping an eye on. But look, even if Bobby's not been playing and getting all the minutes, which he's not, you know, in this possibly Mo Salah's now going to enter this equation of the 3 players. There's going to be rotation. There's going to be players in, players out. Bobby's the one that's been delivering 6 goals. I mean, yes, okay, Bournemouth, but when it was time, he turned up. Do you know what I mean? When the team was there for the killing, he was there to take it. He's had 6 big chances created for him, and he scored 6 goals. You know, you can't really argue. That's the same stats as Harry Kane in terms of finishing, and I don't think any one of us would have said that was his strong point. It was more the creative side of things. And it's the bonus points he's been a magnet for them, and I just wonder if we have overlooked Bobby Firmino this season because of prior performance of other people around him. Mane has been like the backup choice if you didn't go for Salah in seasons gone by. Yeah, let's have a look. Big Nose Monkey, remember 2 game weeks ago we talked about whether I should put Almiron, Gordon or Ward-Prowse, and you were sure Almiron wasn't going to deliver? No, mate, that wasn't me. Surely not. Surely not. Well, he's on me page now, mate. Get there in the end. I just thought maybe he can't keep that up because he'd been doing it all pre-season, I suppose. See, this is what maybe a similar thing about Bobby Firmino actually is. It's that preconception of seasons gone by, not where we're at now. Lots of things change in football for these players. It's not just about how these players play. It's all the external environmental factors that influence how they play, from how the crowd are reacting to, yeah, boom. But Darwin, he's a bit more explosive, but I haven't got money for him. I haven't got money for him this week, and I'll certainly not be raising any more funds from anywhere else. So let's go back and let's have a look for you, Michael, and you're wanting to know whether you want to go with Estupinian or Gehi. Let's compare them then, shall we? Let me just, I've still got to close this down. It's squeeze me. What time are we on? Let's not keep a miss on that deadline. So we're on 10 to 6 at this minute in time. 40 minutes till deadline. So, tools. So let's have a stat analysis first. Let's do... I think Estupinian, how do you say that? Estupinian will be dropped, to be honest. Start Perisic or Duncan. For me, if I had them, I'd always go for the gamble, and I do think if he does start, as an Everton fan, I think there is, and I want us to win, and I think we can win, but I think there's an attacking return for Perisic against Seamus Coleman, as much as I hate to say it. Who was it up against? Estupinian or Dunk? A lot of people looking at Webster as well, to be honest. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Yay! Sorry about that, mate. Not sure what happened there whatsoever. But my computer completely froze. It has been on since first thing this morning. Like I say, I've been at this all day long. Oh my God, it's like been wrecking my head. I so want to do well. Honestly, it's like, feels like a compulsion, and trying to make the right choice is pretty tricky. Why is let's have a look then. Let's see what's going on. Let's make sure my team is picked right in case my computer freezes again. So we have captaincy on Haaland. Let's have a look at the team then. Anybody who's just joined us. In goal, I've got Sanchez this week. By the way, did you notice I have doubled up on goalkeepers, Pope and Sanchez? And it was an accident. It was during the stream when I brought in Nick Pope. I was supposed to bring him in and basically end up with Nick Pope and Ward. So I made a bit of an error there, which is actually having me thinking about going towards a bench boost team for game week sort of 14 or 15. Possibly, and getting that out of the way, because not out of the way, but sometimes it can drag on almost. And if I've got that keeper on the bench now, I don't intend to have it for the whole season. Maybe I should just make use of it whilst it's there. And there's some couple of good game weeks there. I've been looking at it. So Dyer or Dunk? For me, I would go off the top of my head if I'm putting my... Is it till game week 16, or is it for the next couple of weeks? Answer me that one. But you're top of the league, mate. What are you asking me for? Should we compare the two? See what the thing looks like. Dyer. Dunk. Yeah, where is it? I have to click on him. Why is that so poor? Can I get rid of that sidebar? Don't think I can. It's a bit annoying. Anyway. So we have Dunk on the right, Dyer on the left. This is their attacking stats. We could do with seeing their defensive stats as well, but let's look and see how they're doing attacking. Expected goal 0.1, 0.6 from Dyer. More chance of those goals. Shots in the box though. 5 versus 4, although he's getting them on target, Dyer, which, let's be honest, that's pretty important. No through balls. I managed to get a cross in. I'd edge towards Dyer. If I had to choose between one of those two now, fun's not an issue. I'd edge between Dyer. I want to see this thing here looking a bit bigger. This diagram. Why is it looking so small? There we go. Still looking a bit small, isn't it? Because they're not doing very much, to be honest with you. Normally they're out a little bit. Shots in the box, they say. It's not much in it, is there? Let's have a look at some of their defensive stats. Let's put it into defensive mode. Defenders. So, let's remember, Dunk is red. Spurs for Dyer is blue. So, Dyer's getting more points. He's getting higher expected points. Dunk's looking like he's going to get more clean sheets. Or been getting, should we say. Bonus, that's Dunk's area. Although the BPS is higher for... What does baseline be? Bonus point system. The bonus point system score, the BPS S, is higher for... Dyer, higher for Dyer. Let's look at the chart. That's the currency. Points. Same amount of clean sheets, same amount of expected clean sheets. This is per start. Let's go and have a look at per 90 minutes. Probably not much in it, to be honest with you. Per 90 minutes. I think Dyer gets you more points per your 90 minutes, to be honest with you. Unless it's short term, unless it's 2 weeks. Jake, I'm not smoking, mate. I've given up smoking. This is my way of promoting it. This is an e-cigarette. I've given it up. Still not good for you, but better than what I was doing. And very stressful time, this. So it's just for the nicotine. But Jake, you're absolutely right. Smoking's bad for you. Don't do it. Yeah. Big Nose Monkey, you're right. Dunk is playing against Brentford and Nottingham, and I think he's got a good chance of clean sheets. That's why I'm saying, is it for the next couple of weeks, or is it up until game week 16 for you? In which case, maybe Dunk if it's just for the next 2 weeks, and maybe not. Otherwise, bit harsh that with my physique. Got a body. I see you deleted it, but her body's a temple, mate. Good evening, mate, from his army. Hello, mate. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you join the link. By the way, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do so. When I've got 100 subscribers, I'm going to get the guitar down, which I'll show you. Here's the guitar, or one of the guitars, and I'm gonna play some tune. Well, basically, I'm going to make up some sort of like FPL songage. FPL pig, watch out, here I come. Anyway, James Justin is a good move this week, replacing Emerson. The thing is, mate, he plays for Leicester. That's my problem. I did consider James Justin, £4.3 million. Let's put him in here. Let's compare him up against Dyer or Dunk that we're considering against, you know, these players. Let's see if Well, Dunk's the cheaper of the two, isn't he? So let's compare him up against Dunk. Let's take Dyer out. And let's bring Justin in and see how he's been performing. As you can see, Dunk has a much higher expected points, has been getting more points, more clean sheets, more expected clean sheets, more bonus. He's had no bonus whatsoever, although the baseline is the same. So if the result is going in the right direction, there is a possibility for him to start bringing home some attacking returns. And he is a midfielder as opposed to the centre back, obviously, which Dunk is. So there is more opportunity for him to be getting forward, I suppose. But per 90 minutes this season, it's like, it's just expected clean sheets 0.11, 1.9 points between those games. They're just not. They're conceding goals left, right, and centre. How many goals has he conceded? Does it say on here? No, not on this one. Let's go back to the other one in a minute. Let's go to key stats. Where's the key stats gone? No. Oh, there's what should be one on here saying key stats. Anyway, that'll have it. Shots in the box. As we can see, Dunk is getting more than James Justin. He's had 4 shots in the box. All his shots have come in the box. Touches in the box, 8. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced with James Justin, I'm afraid. Duncan Webster, Ivan, welcome, mate. Duncan Webster. We've sort of been here a little bit, I think, already in Brighton. Let's bring Duncan on this one now. Let's take him off here. When I was considering this, when I was at one point considering a Brighton defender, I went off it because I want one up until game week 16. My defence is in absolute tatters. It's not just one defender I need. So if it was just for a couple of game weeks, I think Webster was my choice of the two. Let's have a look and see how that looks. Attacking. So, in an attacking sense, who's the blue? Webster. It's Webster who's got more expected assists, more expected goals. Same for expected points overall, though. Obviously, the same team. There's Webster's heat map. There's Dunk's. So, Webster's certainly getting forward more than Dunk is. More opportunity for attacking returns if you think they're going to get the same thingy returns, same defensive returns. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I say, 100 subscribers, and I'm all yours for writing silly songs about FPL and making a bit of an idiot of myself, to be honest. I'll have a little look now and see if it's increased, because we can commit to that if it has done. Oh. How long have we got to go, guys? 23 minutes. 23 minutes. Let's have a look, see how many subscribers I've got. Right, I'm on 90 subscribers, so no one who's watching now has subscribed this evening. Come on, hit that button, boys and girls. Help a brother make a name. Transfers made. Who did you go for, Big Nose Monkey? Let us know. Ivan, yes, mate. I'll just go and have a look at. You brought Dyer in for James. Okay, mate. Solid choice. Solid choice. Dependable. Want to hold on to that league, please? Let's go and have a look at the league then. Eve, I'll have a look at your team. Let's see if we can help you out, mate. So this is the league, the Who Really Lovesit League. This is, for those of you who don't know, Cannibal FC. This is Big Nose Monkey up the top. Ivan, this is you, isn't it, my friend? So what you say, because you look at my team, I'm lost for who to start. Assume Webster is in for James, okay? So Webster, Cancelo, Trippier, Pope. Okay, so Pope's got Man United. Who I'd have Pope in goal over Leicester, to be honest with you, and Webster. So then midfield. So Luis Diaz is out injured. So you've got Maddison, Martinelli, Zaha, Andreas, Kane, Haaland. So you're benched with Luis Diaz. So Soufal's coming in, isn't he? So for me, that would be Mitrovic first sub, Nico Williams second sub, Luis Diaz at the back if you're not taking any hits. And that would be sort of what I go for. And if I take a hit, that will be pretty much the lineup on my bench. But with Nathan Patterson as my third choice, to be honest. And you're bringing Bowen in for Diaz. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Couldn't afford that. Any of those players. Oh, see now, right, look. That's what I'd do anyway. What do you reckon to that advice, mate? Right, help me out then. You help me. Mount would be better than Bowen. I really like the look of Mounts. I really like the look of Mount going forward. The only thing I would say is I am worried about his minutes because Conor Gallagher looked really good coming on as well, and yeah, I'm just not convinced he's going to get all the minutes just because there could be some rotation. Martinez or Ward? Who have Martinez? Villa have not got a bad fixture, I don't think. Let's have a look at the fixtures again. So Martinez, Villa. Where's Villa? Villa at home to Chelsea. Or Leicester at home to Palace. I think you've got to go Leicester at home to Palace. I know Palace are sleeping, but I fully expect Wilf Sahar to score there. Both tough. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. My choice, I would go with Martinez because Ward is cack. Unfortunately, that would be my choice if it was me. Don't forget though, just not an expert, just loves it. Right, I think I'm going to make another transfer then. So, do I go for... I've got 1.4 in the bank. It is for a hit. This is to allow me to have Mitrovic as my first sub, Nico Williams as my second. Do I take out Gordon for Trossard or Mitrovic for Firmino? Gordon for Trossard or Mitrovic for Firmino? Bear in mind, Mitrovic may not play next week. But also, Gordon is definitely not playing this week. You just joined. Nice one, Nihal. Good luck for this week. Good luck to you too, mate. Is there a cash prize? Not at the minute, mate. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I might be able to, start thinking in those terms. At the moment, it's all about analysis and just good old-fashioned camaraderie. And maybe I can make a prize of some sort along the way. Yeah, but that'd be nice, yeah. I tell you what, if I do start getting the subscribers, I will put a cash prize on it. No problem with that whatsoever. So, help me out. What have I got? How long have I got left? 17 minutes. Do I go Mitrovic to Firmino or Gordon to Trossard? let's compare Trossard and Firmino while we're at it. And then we'll have a look at their fixtures. Wow. There's only one winner there, isn't there? Oh, I've got combined. This, by the way, Fantasy Football Hub. Link is in the description below, guys. I'm not an affiliate. Don't get paid anything for using it, but I do kindly have their permission to use this during my videos. Highly recommended. But yeah, only one winner. Trossard versus Firmino. Per 90 minutes. Let's not go per 90 minutes because times are changing. Times are changing. Let's go per appearance. These games are changing. Still only one winner. Look at this. How many game weeks is this for? All of them, is it? Per appearance, 7.57. 6 goals, 3 assists. This is in the last 6 games. This is the last 6 games. This is 5 goals. This is the stats I was looking at before. But I just didn't have these two lined up next to each other. Expected assists for Bobby Firmino then, 1.9 versus 1.1. Expected goals, 4.2 versus 3.4. He is more money. There is that to take into consideration. But points at the end of it all are the same. And Firmino has got Man City this week, although they are conceding goals. Trossard, it's 2 fixtures. Let's have a look at the fixtures. Your favourite fixture difficulty, Premier Fantasy Tools. Guess where the link is? You know, you've got it. Right, let's see if any of you have subscribed to my channel. Let's have a look. Yes, one of you. Thank you very much. 9 to go till I get that big 100. Come on, more of you. You can do it. Right, looking in an attacking sense. Let's look at some detailed. Let's rank it. And we're looking for the next 6 game weeks. And we're looking at Liverpool have ranked first for attacking fixtures. And Brighton ranks 6th. This is up to game week 16. In those weeks, Brighton. So they've got Man City, then Chelsea. Followed by Wolves away, who will need a result by then, no doubt. So they've got 2 great fixtures, haven't they, Brighton? It's very short term, anyone who is starting in Brighton. Trust me on this one. Gordon to Trossard. Trust me on this one. Oh. Why? Just subscribe, Baldy. Nice one, Jake. Nice one, mate. All the way from Fiji. Happy days. Happy days. What's your transfer business this week? What's your problem? Are you all sorted? Trust you on this one. Why trust you on this one? Firmino not going to score against Liverpool? Is that what we're reckoning? Is that what we're reckoning? See, can you hear it in my voice? I'm close to... Now, did you write that before I put up the stat comparison? Because for me that says bring in Firmino. Again, let's have a look at City. City's results. History. Away. They won 2-0 away. They conceded 3 goals. They conceded against Crystal Palace at home 2 goals. They conceded away at Aston Villa. They didn't concede at Wolves, but then who it has been. 3 goals at home to Man United. They didn't concede against Southampton, but no surprise there either. Liverpool are scoring goals. I'm convincing myself the more and more I say this. Doherty for Spurs, yet Conte's been speaking about him. It's a punt, but I think all defender signings this week are a punt, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think we're all going to be signing different players in defence this week. So I don't think it's the worst time to go with your gut and go with what you think, if I'm going to be totally honest. Because nobody's got anybody. Trent's gone, Cancelo's gone. Trent's gone, Foden's gone, Cancelo's got a game off next week. You know, the 3 main big at the back defenders that people were playing with at the beginning of the season. Not even in my team now. Cancelo will be back game week 13. He will be. I keep saying it. It's because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Your gut is confident and you always follow your gut. And you're top of the league. I know, mate. I know it's my choice. Oh, see. I couldn't have deliberated on this long enough, honestly. How long have I got? 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. Any more updates on Mitrovic? Anybody at all? That would be lovely to hear. Some great news there. I would roll my transfer if somebody if I got that news right here, right now. I'll not roll it. I just wouldn't take a hit. Right, let's have a look at Trossard again. See, he's been smashing it, but previous seasons, highest goal scorer in seasons 8. Although Neil Maupay has been there. That was last season. 4 assists. He's already had 5 and 2 already. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to take the player with the highest points possibility between now and the next 6 game weeks, not just the next 2 weeks. I'm going to bring in Bobby Firmino. Or is this one of those? Is this one of those where I go out on a limb and do something nobody else is doing because I think I've got that. I think I've got that player. I think I've found a nugget. But is he a nugget? He's got 50 odd points, 53 points in 6 games. Even if he's not playing loads of minutes, and he's still getting the points. If he does get the minutes, look, per 90, he's even better. He gets to play some full games. He absolutely dwarfs him. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm going for Firmino. Even though it is City, it's a punt. It's a punt. I'm doing it. What's everyone saying? Any half hours anymore? Not sure what. Yes, because if I bring in Firmino, then next week also Gordon is a definite, well, not a definite starter. Could lose his place this week, I suppose, but more likely to start next week as it stands at this minute in time. If anything, Mitrovic could be out the next 2 game weeks completely. Not anymore, big fat monkey. You're top of the league now. Happy days, Nihal. We shall see. 18:24. 6 minutes to go. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Right. Yeah, the hit is done. It's done. I clicked it. I definitely clicked it. There we go. He's in. He's in. Bet it's a 0-0 now. If ever there's a game that's not going to be 0-0, it's that game this weekend. Well and truly. Right. Feel a bit better there now. Because even if he doesn't start, and I think he will, there's more minutes. That he'll be playing in the game without a doubt. Right. There we go. There is my lineup. Final team selection. 2 transfers taken. Reece James out. Alexandra Mitrovic out. And in comes the forgotten man, Aaron Cresswell. 4.8 million. I swear he was 5.5s at one point in history. Bobby Firmino, first time ever making an appearance in Who Really Lovesit FC. Shows how times are changing at Liverpool. I do think he is becoming the main man there, to be honest with you. I think this new system is suiting him. I'm just convincing myself why I brought him in now. I think this new system is suiting him more than anybody else, actually. And yeah, sort of, if it's going to happen for anybody, if it happens for a Liverpool player, then please may it happen for Bobby Firmino. That's my Everton's FPL stance as it stands. So on the bench, just in case Sanchez rested, I got Pope. Nico Williams is now first and only sub available to me, should one of those not be starting this weekend. But hopefully there's some goals there. You will notice I only have the one home fixture, and that is Bobby Firmino. But then last week I had all home fixtures, and it didn't make that much difference anyway. So I could get absolutely smashed this week. Absolutely smashed. Anyway, I am wishing you all the best of luck for this game week. We have got 3 minutes left. If anybody's got like a little cheeky last minute dilemma, then please do let us know. If not, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. Trying to get to 100 subscribers. Gonna write a song on FPL and play it on my guitar for you when that is done. So, and I'm bricking it, to be honest with you. I don't know why I keep telling you, but there we go. Yeah. Many thanks to those of you that have joined the stream this evening. Still 2 minutes till deadline. Still 2 minutes till deadline. There's nothing else happening for me now, though. Nothing else happening for me whatsoever. Anybody else got a last minute question? Get your question in, get your question in now. By the way, regular viewers, did you notice? New addition to the shed. This is my new sign. The shed, where things get done, eventually. Yes. Happy days. There we go. Right, I think we are at 6:29. Have we hit the deadline yet? Let's have a look. No, I can still make changes if I want to. Last chance, boys and girls. Now, disclaimer, if you've asked me a question, don't forget, I am not an expert. I am just loving it. That's simple as that. Especially the fact it's Friday night and there's going to be some football to watch. Yes. Yes. We'll take some of that. Pizza on the way, beer, bit of footy. Going to try and do a couple of videos over the weekend as well. A couple of new things. So if you are new to the channel or if you've been around for a while, then check them out. Keep the notifications on. Keep them on. Let's have a look. Are we all in? We've got to be now, surely. That's it, guys. The game is updated. We're in. Game week 11. Here we go. That's it. Thanks very much, then. I'll speak to you over the weekend. Have a fantastic game week. Let me know. Follow me on Twitter. Send me some messages. Let me know how you're doing. FPL lives, he loves it. All right, then.